your knees, maybe your palms, come firmly into the tops of your thighs. And your eyes can come closed. Maybe they find a fixed gaze. Maybe they kind of glass over. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Feel the belly rise. Feel the side body expand. Exhale, side out. One more inhale like that through the nose. Exhale, maybe through the nose this time. Last big breath like this, in. Deep exhale. You can blink your eyes open. Next, inhale, the arms come out to the side. Palms face up. Exhale, they shift forward in front of you. Inhale, side. Exhale, palms face down. You squeeze the elbows behind you. Squeeze a paper in between your shoulder blades. Inhale, elbows to the hips. Exhale, they come forward. A couple more times. Inhale, side. Exhale, forward. Move with your breath. Inhale, side. Exhale, squeeze behind you. Inhale, down. Exhale, front. Inhale, side. Yeah. Exhale, forward. Inhale, side. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward. Inhale, side. This is our last time. Exhale, forward. Inhale, side. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, down. Exhale, forward. And then you'll inhale the arms all the way up above your head. Exhale, you pull, like you're pulling a rope down. You pull the elbows down very slowly. Elbows come down by the sides. Your hands come to fists. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, left hand floats to the ground. You take a side bend, right arm reaches over. Inhale, back to center. Both arms come up. Exhale, make those fists. You slowly create your own resistance. Pull the arms down. Yeah. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, side bend, left arm reaches over this time. Yes. Inhale, back to center. Deep exhale as you pull the arms down. Nice. We have one more side bend each side. Inhale, back up. Side bend, right arm reaches up and over. Left hands can float to the ground. Inhale, back to center. Arms come up. Exhale, you pull the arms down. Maybe you make fists. Yeah. Feel the shoulders working. Inhale, they come right back up. And then exhale, side bend over. The right hand comes to the ground. Left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, back to center. Last time here, exhale, you pull the elbows down. And then you inhale, the arms right back up. And your hands can come down to, wow, my shoulders are working. Your knees. Start to just roll the shoulders. Maybe you take a few circles forward and backward. We used to do this warm up and track where you'd have to make one arm go one way and one go the other. I won't do that this morning because one, it's too early, and two, I never could do it. And then from here, we'll take our arms wide. I've been doing this and I kind of like it. Feel like something's pulling your fingers away from one another. So like look at your middle fingers and think of that separation. And you're growing long across your chest. Yeah. One more big inhale here. And then exhale, hug yourself. Just notice whichever hand's on top. We'll do it on the other side in a minute. You start to take that rock, make it super deliberate if you want, make it a little bit more playful if you want. You can have it be a little bit of like a shimmy. Start to feel where your body's kind of sticky or creaky this early. And then when you're ready, we can take those full body circles if you guys like, if your body likes it, if you like it. If you don't, we can keep doing this. But if you're coming, you'll come down left elbow to left knee or right elbow to right knee, wherever you are. Swing through the middle, your chin might drop into your chest. You come over to the other knee, slowly come up to center. Yeah, 2 more times like that, down to one knee. Drop the chin into the chest as you drop through center. Over to the other knee and slowly up through center. Last time, yeah. Elbows come down, you drop the chin. Swing through center and you slowly roll up. Inhale, the arms come wide. Exhale, you feel them expand even longer. Yeah. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, you switch that hug. Nice. Take the rock the other way. Maybe you do something different on this side. Maybe you do the exact same. Nice. And when you're ready, you can take that full body circle. We'll go the opposite way this time. So I'm going to go down to my left elbow, my right knee. My left elbow's on the bottom. Through center. And then all the way up. Yeah. Slowly down, chin drops. Rock over. Last time for lucky number 3. And then we come slowly up. Nice. Inhale, arms come wide when you're ready. And exhale, they come down to the ground. Bring the hands a little bit behind you. So the pinkies are facing one another, the palms can face down. And you'll shift the hips a little bit closer to your feet. The feet will plant flat. Yeah. And then think of walking the hands a little bit closer. Notice how your elbows feel the closer you walk them. And if it's too close and you feel just like pain rather than discomfort, back out of it a little. Roll the shoulders back and puff the chest up. And then you'll bend into the elbows a little and scooch the butt closer to your feet. Yeah. Walk the hands a little bit closer if you have it. So the pinkies, in your head, you should be thinking like, my pinkies want to touch. My pinkies want to touch. Roll the shoulders back again. Puff the chest up again. Yeah. And then your knees drop over to the left. You maybe look off over your right shoulder. Nice. Really nice. Press into the left hand. Don't sacrifice that left shoulder being puffed up because you're taking weight on that side of the body. One more breath here, in through the nose. As you exhale, the feet come to the middle. Big inhale in the middle, puff the chest up again. Exhale, the knees knock over to the right, as far as feels comfortable for you. You can bring one knee all the way to the ground if that feels nice. My knee on top isn't budging. I can't go that far. And then you look over the left shoulder, knees are to the right. Press into the right hand. One more big breath here, in through the nose. And then as you exhale, you come back to center. Bend into the elbows, you scooch the butt back. And you can cross your legs. Maybe you just take a simple straddle if you want, and you'll roll the wrists out. And then we're bringing them in front of us for that wrist stretch. So again, pinkies are facing each other. Just the first knuckle comes down. And I always start this with my elbows bent. especially if they're like, they feel kind of like tender after that stretch, but it's like, it feels so nice to open that part of the body up. I feel like my elbows are always bent throughout the day. One more breath here, stretching through the palms. And then when you're ready, you'll back out. And we'll just kind of shake the arms out. And just give yourself that little Frankenstein massage that I love so much. From your forearm all the way down to your wrist. Maybe you squeeze the hands out. I love this one. When you're ready, work your way to the other arm. And give yourself a nice squeeze. When you're ready, give yourself a final roll of the wrists and find your tabletop. So again, pressing the feet into the ground, the hips are over the knees, wrists, elbows, and shoulders are all connected. Inhale, belly drops, you look forward. Exhale, push round through the spine. Separate the shoulders. Inhale, belly drops. Try shifting the weight back here. You look forward. Hips come back closer to the heels. Exhale, as you press in around the spine, maybe you shift the weight more over the wrists. One more time like that. Inhale, belly drops. Bring the hips back. Yeah, nice. Exhale, as you push in around the spine, bring the weight a little bit forward. If you don't like it, just take your regular cat-cow. This can be a little sensitive on the wrists. Take one more in the middle. Inhale, belly drops, you look forward. Exhale, press round through the spine. And then you'll bring the toes together, widen the knees a little bit, and press back to your child's pose. Bring your forehead to the mat, and think of walking the fingers like out of your low back. The arms are growing all the way from like your hip bones, really, up to the tallest point on the mat that they can crawl to. Press the fingers into the mat. You take one big inhale here. Exhale, side out. Inhale, you press into the hands, press into the shins. You come up into like an extended kneeling plank. Yeah. Lower down, the belly comes to the ground. You can separate the feet. The toes stay pressed into the floor. Hands are at like your mid-ribs. Roll the shoulders back and you take a baby cobra. So you lengthen out of the low back and you press the hands into the mat. Elbows are trying to kiss behind your back. Yes. Exhale, lower. And then you press the hands into the mat up through that extended tabletop and you take that child's pose again. One breath here, in. Exhale. Next, inhale, we're moving, press up, find that extended tabletop, that kneeling plank. Lower down, belly to the ground. Roll the shoulders back, you take that baby cobra. Exhale, lower and press through the ground. You take that child's pose again. One more time like this. Inhale through the nose. Stay in that child's pose. Exhale. Inhale, we move. Shift forward. Yeah, find that plank. Exhale, lower down the knees, belly, chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Take that baby cobra. Squeeze the quads. Exhale, lower down, and you press through the hands into that child's pose. One breath here. In through the nose. Deep exhale. And then you'll come into your tabletop. One big inhale here, you tuck the toes. Yeah, and then press back, hips come up. You take your first down dog of the day. Just start by pedaling your feet out here. One heel melts into the ground and then the other. And really think of gripping the mat with your hands. I know it's such a funky cue, but for me, the way I like to think about it is it helps take my wrists out of the equation. And it shifts a little bit of weight into my fingers. And my wrists don't feel as tender after I do some down dogs. So that's, I hope, what you take from that cue. Find a little stillness. We'll take one breath here in down dog. In through the nose. Deep exhale. And then you look forward, bend the knees, you walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down, bend the knees, you drop the chin and you roll slowly up. Shrug the shoulders up into the ears and you roll them down the spine. Press the feet into the ground, you face forward. Nice. Let's move. Inhale, arms rise, maybe you look up. Exhale, you fold all the way down. Bend the knees on the way down. Find that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, you step back, high push up to low push up. Inhale, forward facing dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. 2 breaths here. In through the nose. Deep exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, yawn that right leg up to the ceiling. And then you pull it in, knee to nose. 1 more time. Inhale, right leg rises. 3-legged dog. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. And then you step it through. The left knee touches down. Yeah, you're in that low lunge. Your hands can come to blocks here or fists, maybe tented fingertips. Inhale, you just lift the chest. Maybe you look forward a little bit. If your hands are on the ground, you really come to tented fingertips and think of someone's pulling your heart forward. Exhale. Maybe you find a little bit of a bow here. Inhale, you lift the chest again. And you press into those back toes. You find that runner's lunge. Yeah, press into the underneath of the right thigh. 1 more breath here. In through the nose. Exhale. The left knee touches down. Make a fist with that left hand. The right arm rises as you take a twisting lunge on the ground. 1 more breath here. In through the nose. Deep exhale. Your next inhale, you prep your feet. You're pressing up through your feet. And you're in that twisting runner's lunge here. Arms can stay up, maybe they come down. Take whatever version of a twist that you like. You have 1 more breath like this, in through the nose. And then exhale, the hands surround the front foot. You find that runner's lunge. Nice. Look at your back foot, and you spin the heel down to the ground. So you make warrior 2 feet while your fingers are tented. And then you float all the way up. Find warrior 2. Nice. Really nice. From warrior 2 here, just straighten the front leg. The arms rise. Don't move any of your feet yet. Inhale. Exhale. Sink into that front foot. Leg. Yeah, nice. 1 more time like that. Inhale, straighten. Deep exhale. Find that warrior two. Next, inhale, you find flying warrior. Parallel the feet to the left side of the mat. And then exhale, you bend into that left leg. Hands come to heart center. You take almost like a side squat, not like a skandasana. Yeah, hip shift back. Nice. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale, flying warrior. Exhale, find warrior two. Yes. Bend into that front leg. That right leg is deeply bent. 2 more times like that. Inhale, flying warrior. Exhale, the hands come to heart center. You almost find a side squat into that left leg behind you. Yeah. Press into the outer edge of the foot. Inhale, flying warrior. Repivot the front toes to the front of the mat. You take warrior two. Nice. 1 more time like this. Inhale, flying warrior. Feet face the left. They're parallel. Exhale. You bend into that left leg. Find that side squat. Yeah. Good morning. Inhale, flying warrior. Press into the outer edge. Exhale, warrior two. 1 breath here. In through the nose. Exhale. Look at your back leg. You just pivot it. Everything faces 12 o'clock, the front of the mat. Your hands come down to surround the front foot. And you step back to down dog. Nice job. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. We have 1 more inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, that left leg rises. Pull it in, knee to nose. Nice. 1 more time, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, pull it in, knee to nose. And then step on it. That right knee floats down this time, so you're in that low lunge. I'm gonna leave my back toes tucked, but if you guys wanna move your feet around so they're untucked and then you retuck them, that's totally up to you. I'm gonna keep my blocks here. If you just have your hands on the mat, that's totally fine. Inhale. Maybe you look forward. Think of someone like lifting the heart up. Yeah. Exhale, you bow the head, drop the chin into the chest. 2 more times. Inhale. Shine the heart forward. Exhale, lower down. Chin to chest. 1 more time like that. Inhale. Lift the chest up. And then you find like a neutral version of your head, neck, and shoulders, and you press into the legs. You take that runner's lunge. Hands are tented. Fingers are tented on either side of that left foot. Press into the underneath of your left thigh. Really feel the feet squeezing toward one another on the mat. 1 more breath in. Exhale, you slowly lower down that right knee. If you have that block, you can take it on the inside of the left foot, or you can make a fist with the right hand, or tented fingertips, and you pull the left arm up as you take a twisting lunge. Yeah, nice. Lengthening across the chest here, so same stretch as we did seated. 1 more breath here, in through the nose. And then on the exhale, maybe you start to firm the feet up and you press up through the ground into that twisting runner's lunge. If you want to play with balance, maybe you look at your hand. And when you're ready, the hands will come down. Nice job. Surround the front foot. You look at your right foot behind you. You spin the heels down, so you find warrior 2 feet while your hands are on the ground. And then you lift up, find that warrior 2. Nice. I can't see you, but I'll try. Big breath here, in through the nose. On the exhale, remember to press through all corners of your feet. Inhale, you just straighten through that front leg, arms rise. Yeah. Exhale, bend into the front knee. 1 more time like that. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, Find that warrior two. And then we'll take that same pattern we did before. Inhale, up, you find that flying warrior. Parallel the feet toward the right side of the mat. Exhale, feet stay parallel. You bend into the right leg. You almost sink the hips back. So you take that like side squat. Press through the feet. Inhale through center. Exhale. You re-pivot the left foot to face the front of the mat. Warrior two. Good job. Two more times. Inhale, flying warrior. Feet parallel the right side of the mat. Exhale, hands come to heart center. You shift the hips back and you take that like side squat over the right leg. Press through the outer edge of the foot. You come back up through warrior two. And then the left toes face forward again as you bend into the left leg. One more time. Inhale, straighten, flying warrior. Bend into the right leg. Your hips sink back. Side squat. Press through the outer edge. Flying warrior, legs straighten. And then your left toes pivot forward. Warrior two. You bend deeply into that left leg. Look at your right foot behind you. You pivot the toes to all face 12 o'clock. And your hands come down to runner's lunge. Nice. Press into the hands. You bring that left foot behind you to down dog. One big breath here, in through the nose. Deep exhale out of the mouth. Cool down, side out. Shift forward, find high push-up to low push-up. Inhale, forward facing dog. Exhale, you press back, down dog. And then you look forward, bend the knees, and you step or walk or crawl or jump to the front of the mat. Kind of hang out in this forward fold here. Maybe you take opposite hands to elbows. Bring the feet a little like wider than your hips distance, so outer hips distance maybe. Tuck the chin into the chest here. Maybe you send breath to the low back, the backs of the thighs. Nice. And then you'll bend into the knees when you're ready. You release whatever you have holding on. And you roll up to stand. Shrug the shoulders up into the ears when you're there. And you roll them down the back. Palms face forward. Tadasana. Nice. Grab a quick sip and I will walk you through our roadmap. So we're starting at the top of the mat for this one. And I made it up last night. We're going to try it out. Let's see how it goes. But we're starting in either eagle or figure four. If you hate eagle, just take figure four. And then we shift to warrior three right away. And then at the end, we come back to warrior. We take a standing split. So blocks might be really helpful in this series right here. And then after this one, I think we're laying down. So this is our last standing one. That was a long standing series. So from the top of the mat, your choice. Really feel your hands underneath you, or your feet underneath you. Imagine we're doing the whole class on our hands. I'm gonna have my blocks here because I do like a block to have under my foot in eagle. And I think it'll be helpful. So we're shifting our balance onto our right foot. We'll start in figure four. Hands come to heart center, that left foot crosses over the right thigh. And maybe you just sit back, you almost take like a chair pose here. Very, very gentle chair. Press the hands into each other, maybe the thumbs come to heart center. My friend Amanda calls this her favorite bind, and I actually really like it too. It helps me find stability here. If you want to move to eagle, the right hand will come to the left elbow, and the left foot will, or the left knee will cross over the right knee. Yeah. So when you were 5 years old, this was called the pee-pee dance with your legs. When you're this age, it's called eagle. If you want your hands to stay here, you can. Or you bring your elbows to come to each other and the backs of the wrists face one another. If your block is handy, you either double hook the foot on either side of your leg like this, or you put your foot on the ground. Wow, nice, you guys. Or you have a block on one side. Really nice. If you have that bind in your hands, you can keep it there. If not, don't worry about it. Pull the shoulders away. You think of elbows rising up to like chin or maybe nose height. And then when you're ready, you stand into the leg, the knee comes up toward the chest. Stay in those eagle arms. The right leg is working. You shift back and you find warrior three. If you want to bring your hands down to blocks here, that is an option for you. Keep the toes face down. Maybe you still have those eagle arms, maybe you don't. You have one breath here in through the nose. Keep a bend in that right leg. And then you slowly touch down. Arms rise, you find high lunge. Nice. Yeah, we did it. Inhale, high here. Exhale, we slowly lower down here, working the underneath of that right leg. Rise up. We have 2 more wave lunges. Inhale, tall here. Rise through the side body. Exhale, slowly you lower over that right leg. Inhale, rise up. This is our last one. Exhale, lower down. Last time we rise, inhale. And then you slowly lower down. The hands can come to heart center. You'll bring that left knee to the ground. Nice. From here, bring your hands to surround the right foot and put some width in between your legs. So I'm going to walk my right foot to the right side of the mat and my left knee to the left side of the mat. I'm just going to get casual over my right thigh, my right elbow to my right thigh. We'll take that side bend. Left arm reaches up and over. And there's so many options for this side bend, you guys. If you want to stay here, you totally can. If you want that right hand to come to the mat, maybe it comes to the mat, maybe it comes like 6 inches off the mat. You can tuck the toes behind you. Test all this out. If you don't like it, leave it. Maybe you press into the toes. You start to straighten through that front leg. Maybe the back heel spins down. Yes. Nice. One big breath wherever you are. Press into the feet. And then on your exhale, you come back to that low lunge. From here, we'll take either open the toes, the low lunge lizard, or you can pop up on your toes, you take that high lunge, or you can take your twisting quad stretch. We haven't done this one in a while, so this might actually feel pretty nice. Deep breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more big breath here in. And then as you exhale, you slowly release whatever you have. You wiggle everything back to that runner's lunge. And then if you want, you look at your back foot, you step it a little bit closer, your hands will come down in front of you, and you yawn the left leg up. Try for a standing split. It doesn't even need to come close to a split, you guys. Maybe you drop the chin, squeeze the butt cheek. One more inhale. That right leg must feel so nice in this. And then as you exhale, you come back down, find that forward fold. Bring your hands to the back of your neck and just start to massage out the base of the neck and where the head meets. And then when you're ready, bend the knees in that forward fold. You roll up to stand. Shrug the shoulders behind you and the palms face forward. Nice. One more side. Let's do it. Get the left leg ready. We stand into it, and we'll just start taking that figure 4. Hands come to heart center, and you start to just sit back a little. Wow, the figure 4 feels so nice after having just done the right leg. My right thigh is feeling so good in this. If you want to stay here, you can, or you can take that eagle pose. Maybe you bring a block over to the side for your foot. You'll cross the knees, maybe you double hook the foot around the calf. And then the left elbow comes underneath the right, or the left hands come underneath the right elbow. You can keep the hands there where your elbows will kiss and your wrists will touch. Yeah, maybe you do that weird like double interlock. And then you lift your elbows to about like chin or nose height. Think of separating in between the shoulder blades. One more breath here in. Exhale, you stand up through that left leg. You pull the right knee into the chest. Arms can stay here. They can come to heart center. They can come out long in front of you as you shift back. Find that warrior 3. And you flex into your right foot as it floats up. One more breath here. Release the interlace as you step down into that high lunge. Yeah! Arms rise. Nice. Big inhale here. Press into the bottom of your feet. Exhale, you slowly lower down. You hover the knee, and then you press into the left foot. Arms rise. 2 or 3 more like this. Exhale, I think 2 more. You lower. Inhale, rise. Yeah. Last one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, slowly rise. And then your hands come to heart center and you slowly lower down. You find that low lunge. Yeah. Hands will surround the front foot here. And find that like space in between your legs. So my left foot is at the left side of the mat, my right knee is at the right side of the mat. And then you just come up and get casual on your left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over, you take that side bend. You can start with your toes tucked or untucked. We're moving to them tucked, but you guys can stay at whatever point in this progression that you want. From wherever you are, maybe you tuck the toes and the left hand comes to the mat. Maybe it comes to a block if you have one. And then you start to press into the feet perhaps, and you think of straightening into the left leg. The right heel spins down, and you're in this super long, super beautiful side bend. One more big inhale here through the nose. As you exhale, you bend into everything, and you lower down. Hands and feet both wiggle back to that low runner's lunge. And then you'll shift the right knee back and you'll open the left toes to the left. You can stay in that low lizard. You can pop up on the right toes, or you can take that twisting quad stretch. I haven't done a twisting quad stretch in probably a week and a half. So this feels so nice. Maybe you play around with the pressure. If you're in that twisting quad stretch, maybe you start to press into your hand with your foot, and then you start to pull the foot closer to your butt. See how it feels? One more breath wherever you are, in through the nose. And then on your exhale, you gently unwind wherever you are, and you find that runner's lunge. Come to tented fingertips. Look at your back foot and you step it a little bit closer. Your hands will come like maybe 6 to 10 inches in front of your foot. And then you'll yawn that right leg up to the ceiling to find that standing split. One more breath here, in through the nose. And then as you exhale, the feet come down. You find that forward fold again. Tuck the chin into the chest. And your fingertips can just kind of graze the mat. Maybe you start to find a little bit of a sway. Belly's heavy on the tops of your thighs. When you're ready, you'll press into the feet and slowly roll up. Roll the shoulders back. One more. Inhale, arms rise. I promise this is it. Exhale, dive down. Bent knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. The hands come down. Just step back to your down dog. Two breaths here, in through the nose. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale, you shift forward, find that high push-up. You look at your right hand, you spin the heels over to the right side of the mat, so the toes are facing the left, and the left arm reaches up. You take a side plank. Yeah. You hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, and that bottom knee can come down if you want to take a modification. 4, 3, 2, 1. You rotate back to that high push-up, and then you look at your left hand. The heels spin off to the left, toes are facing right. You look at your left hand as you reach the right arm up, side plank on the other side for 10, 9, nice, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, don't forget we're breathing, 2, 1, you come back to the high push-up, one big breath here, in through the nose, exhale, 2 more, in through the nose, nice, exhale, last inhale, exhale, you press back, find down dog, and then the knees will come down, and you find child's pose. From child's pose, think of the heels and the hips. They want to touch. Maybe they don't, that's totally cool. And let the center of your forehead rest into the mat. And then you'll walk the hands forward. And you almost come to tented fingertips. See how that feels. And then you'll walk the hands over to the left side of the mat. Maybe the right hand falls on top of the left. Opening up the side body. When you're ready, you walk back through center. And you walk to the right side of the mat. Left hand falls on top of the right. And you think of same cue as before. Your arm is reaching out from the back of your hip all the way up the back, out onto the mat. One more breath here. And then you come back to center. And then you'll press into your hands. Find that long tabletop. The right knee will shift forward to touch the right wrist. And you'll take any version of pigeon. If you want blocks, use blocks. You guys know that I love my blocks. Maybe you have a towel. The one thing I do recommend is that if trying to get your shin parallel feels kind of like just not great, keep the shin at you're making a triangle with the top of the mat and have that toe not flexed but pointed. And start to press the hands into the ground. Maybe you look forward a little. Maybe you play with tucking the toes. And then you start to come down to the forearms. What I love about putting blocks all over the place is, one, I am not as flexible in my outer hip, so it helps like give me a little bit of support instead of me kind of like floating right above the ground and feeling not that supported. And then I have a sway back, so I have a tendency to arch my back in pigeon, and it doesn't feel good because a lot of my weight goes into my low back if I do that. So the block in my stomach helps me like not take that weight there. And I just love it. When you guys are ready, you'll start to press back up to the hands. If you have any props, you'll remove them and you'll sit on your right hip. Swing the left leg around. So you're in Jonushasana. The inside of the right foot is kissing the inner left thigh. If you want here, maybe a towel or a pillow or a block underneath that right knee might feel really nice. And then you start to move the fleshy part of your butt out of the way. And you look at your left leg, you maybe grab the ankle and you pull it in toward you. And then you do it again. Look at your left leg, you grab the ankle and you pull it in toward you. So you can feel yourself sitting on top of your hips. And then your hands will come, my left hand is on the outside of my left hip, my right hand is kind of in between my legs. Think of just lengthening up. Side bodies are growing long. And then as you exhale, you start to just walk the hands. Keep that foot flexed toward your face. Hands come down the leg. Drop your chin into your chest. Inhale, press into the hands. Maybe you take a little bit of a flat back. Yeah. Exhale, you come a little lower maybe. That knee, that left knee can be as bent as you want it to be. Keeping the head low, you crawl through center and you swing the head to be over the right knee. Maybe you rest your head on your right knee. Forget about the left leg. If you want, your head can come all the way over to the floor or the block, whatever's underneath you. If that left hip comes off the ground, great. And then you keep the head low. The left hip starts to come back down. You swing the head back through center. And then you come all the way over and up. Right arm rises here. Keep that left foot flexed. You reach out and over. You take your last side bend on this side. See if you tricked your body into coming a little bit lower. Head toward the knee. Drop the chin into the chest. Deep breath here. And when you're ready, you'll slowly come out of it, rolling all the way up. If you had a block underneath your right knee, you can move it out of the way. And you'll bend into the left leg and you'll step on it so your left foot comes flat on the ground. For your seated twist, the main thing is try and keep your butt cheeks on the ground. Other than that, you can twist any way you want. You can twist away from your leg. You can twist into your leg. I'm going to twist into my leg, into my left leg, so my right ribs toward my left thigh. But maybe you try both sides and see what feels best for you. My dance teachers used to say, in these twists, you should feel like there's a broomstick from your tailbone all the way through your spine, shooting out the top of your head. And it's kind of true, like we're twisting around our spine to create more space and find more breath. One more big inhale here. Deep exhale. And then you unwind. That right leg's already on top, so you can kind of wiggle your way over into that pigeon pose. The right knee for me is going to come toward the right wrist. And the right foot is almost towards my left hip. I'm going to set my blocks up. And we'll start on our hands, pressing the palms into the ground. Maybe you think of a little lift through the heart. Nice. When you're ready, maybe you come down to your forearms. And you can drop your chin into your chest. Maybe you start to bring your hands up, so you dig the elbows into the ground and you give yourself a little neck massage. Maybe you work your way to your shoulders. And then your hands can come back down. You press into them. And we'll remove whatever blocks we had or props. Sit on your left butt cheek. The right leg spins around. And you take that Janu that we love so dearly. I had a block under my knee the last time, so I'm going to use that here. And then you kind of pull your butt away so you can feel your sits bones firmly in the ground. Look at your right leg. And I like exaggerate this when I do this, but for me it helps. Pull the right leg into your body. So you're sitting on top of your hip, and then you do it again. Pull it in. And maybe you kind of readjust. And then you sit really tall. My right hand's outside my right hip. My left hand is in between my legs. And then as I exhale, I start to walk down the leg. You can keep a bend in that right knee. It can be as bent as you want. But don't forget to drop the chin into the chest. Take the tension out of the neck. Inhale, press the hands into the ground if they're there. You take a little bit of a flat back. Exhale, you lower down. From here, keep the head low. We'll swing through the center. Chin stays into the chest, and you come over the left knee. Maybe your head comes to the top of your left knee. Maybe it comes a little bit past it. You start to lift the right butt cheek off the ground. Maybe the head comes to, if there's a prop under your knee, it comes to that. Maybe it tries to touch the floor. And then you keep the head low. You start to bring it back over through center. You let the arms kind of guide you. Right butt cheek sits back on the ground. And then you swing down, over, and up. Left arm rises. You're back up seated. Yeah. Big inhale here. Exhale. You take your final fold over the left knee, the right knee. Maybe you grab your foot. Maybe there's a block past your foot. Deep inhale here through the nose. Exhale. And then you slowly walk up. Nice. You can remove, if you had a prop, you'll remove it and we'll take that seated twist. Again, your butt cheeks on the ground. It's my only ask. And the only reason I say that is because like you're not gonna feel anything if you're like in a seated twist and your ass is halfway off the ground. So twist into your leg, twist away from it. Both might feel nice today. I haven't taught eagle in so long, so that was a nice challenge for me too. So thanks you guys for buying in. One more breath, whatever version of your twist you're in. And then on your exhale, you'll come back to center. And you'll put the feet, wow, I need coffee, flat on the ground. This is that neck traction pose that we do sometimes. I love this, and there's so many ways you can do it. So the way I'm gonna start it is your hands will come up like a cactus, and then they face down, and then they come underneath your legs from the outside to the in, and you duck your head down and you just see if you can grab like your chin. And if that doesn't feel great, you can grab around your legs, like you hug your knees, and you just kind of pull the back of the head. But if you're doing that kind of bound part underneath, maybe you start to walk the hands toward the temple, and you think of pulling the head, like just kind of like stretching the spine out and the muscles around the spine. I drop my chin into my chest here. It feels so nice. One more breath here. And then you'll slowly release whatever you have and make your way onto your back. Shavasana today, you might want your knees knocked together, you might want them spread out, you might want them up a wall. Take whatever feels most comfortable and natural to you. And you just start to roll the shoulders a little bit underneath you. The palms can face up toward the sky. And let everything melt into the mat. Start to notice if there's any tension in the jaw, maybe in the throat. Your next inhale, you feel the belly rise. Exhale, send some breath there. When you're ready, you can start to deepen the inhales and the exhales from wherever you are on the mat. Your next inhale, feel the belly rise. Exhale fully. Inhale, you prepare. And your next exhale, you topple over to one side. Start to curl the knees into the chest. Eyes can stay closed. Your next big breath, you press into the hands and the arms. You make your way to an easy seat. Hands can come flat across your chest. We take a big inhale together. Feel the belly rise, the side body and the back of the lungs expand. Exhale. Deep inhale. Send some loving kindness to someone who needs it this weekend, and to yourselves for making it to your mat, committing to your practice. Deep exhale, and we bow with gratitude. Thank you so much. Happy Friday.